I will now call upon our candidates, starting with Dr. Ang, to make a statement and go down the line. Dr. Ang.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Friends who know me will tell you that getting involved in politics is a natural extension of my political inclination, which has been there since young. In fact, coming to today's press conference, which is the start of the campaign until 7 May, is like returning to do in-camp training after 23 years with the Singapore Armed Forces. But I want to go beyond in-camp training. I want to sign a 5-year contract with the Singapore population to serve them for 5 years from 7 May onwards. It's not just in-camp training of 2 weeks. I have been actively involved in community work in Kembangan for more than 15 years, from 1989 to 2004. Amongst the memorable activities, events which I organized or helped to organize was to raise $230,000 for the education fund for the needy students in Kembangan constituency, and also the formation of a 10,000 strong human chain around Bedok Reservoir to celebrate National Day. I have the privilege of working closely with Minister George Yeo during the 15 years. I retired from the Singapore Armed Forces in 2003 after spending 23 years, 17 of which was as a military psychiatrist. I have been running a busy psychiatric practice since then. I feel this is the time to come forward to contribute to national politics, to bring it to a higher, mature level. To me, taking part in politics should be like playing a game of soccer. The PAP in their white jersey and the opposition in their multicolored jerseys, thrashing it out in the field, and when the game is over, drinking coffee or sipping Coke and shaking hands with each other, remaining cordial and friendly. This is what I call first-class politics, in contrast to first-class world economy. We may be in different opposition parties, but I believe we have one common heartbeat: our love for our country, Singapore. While we have a first world economy, we must ensure the genuine needs of ordinary Singaporeans are adequately addressed. And this can only be done effectively through robust debate between the ruling party and a strong opposition in Parliament. I will study carefully policies which have adverse impact on Singaporeans and propose countermeasures. We want a first world economy and a first-class citizens who are emotionally resilient and mature and not kiasu or kiasi. Why have we become kiasu and kiasi? I think it's because of overpowering, domineering government, which has become complacent over the years. Typical example is a breach of security, the Mas Selamat example. So complacency of the government, and together with the complacency of the government, the helplessness of its citizens. We feel very helpless because we feel that whatever we say doesn't matter. We feel that we are very cynical about the whole thing. we don't think we really matter. We are not empowered. As a result of that, we feel kiasu a bit and kiasi a bit. You know how difficult it is to get involved in opposition politics? Jise and I will write a book at the end of the whole campaign. If we win, the book will be very thick. If we lose, it will be thicker. Let us all heed the call of SM Goh, who wrote in his Facebook, he posted a call for a clean fight this election, minus personal attack and or rude language. We will hold this in mind. A clean fight this election, minus personal attack or rude language. Let us all abide by these rules. But this morning, when I woke up, I read the Straits Times. The rule was already broken. Ruffian NCMP was used, the word ruffians. If I have 9 NCMP in Parliament, they are ruffians. Ruffians means crooks, ruffians. So that is a rude word. I think the NCMP scheme exists for the top 9 losers to get into Parliament. How can the top 9 losers, some of them are going to be your Cambridge-trained graduates, be called ruffians? I am amused. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is speaking within the ruling party. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of, getting involved in opposition is like going up a cliff. Getting involved in PAP politics is like walking along a gentle path. The odds are against me. As a psychiatrist, it wasn't easy. And it's not going to be easy for the next 2 weeks. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Because of the massive positive response I got from Temasek Review and Citizen Online. Let me just read to you one such entry. I'm not going to say what positive thing he said about me. That's boasting. I just want to say what he wants me to do. He understands the daily stresses of the lives of many working Singaporeans from many perspectives, and not just the rising costs of living. He will bring to Parliament the voices of the ordinary folks, from the elderly to our youth, from busy working mothers to stressed up fathers holding 2 jobs. From the sick and the disabled to energetic young workers rushing off for night classes after a long day at work. That is him describing the stress level in Singapore. And he thinks I can do it. I will not disappoint him. Thank you very much.
I don't know about you, but after that speech, I think I'll vote for Dr. Ang. Yeah?